What does Jace Bodner do in Nice when he's not rehearsing with the band or looking at this beautiful Ferris wheel? He's watching bands. Here's Kyle jamming out on a saxophone.
Hey everyone, welcome to Life Hacks with Jay. Today I'll be sharing a simple 9-step plan for getting out of being the manager on call at Christmas. This plan is flexible and translates well into other aspects of your life, including other important dates or events. But today specifically we will be focusing on not being on call at Christmas. Step 1 is a little bit tricky, but if you do have any control, I suggest being born with some slightly suboptimal genetics. This is not to suggest your family is bad, it's just that this step really sets a solid foundation for steps 2 through 9 as we work towards our goal of not being on call at Christmas. Going hand in hand with step 1, step 2 is spending a considerable amount of time believing you are invincible. Arbitrarily, I chose 55 years, but you can choose whatever amount of time works best for your individual situation. In step 2, you will be participating in certain lifestyle behaviors that will exacerbate or take advantage of the suboptimal genetics from step 1 and is the secondary pillar in the foundation towards our goal. Next is step 3. You can choose to omit this step, but I do suggest being employed somewhere and never calling in sick for several years. The available sick time may come in handy at the end of the plan, as you'll see. Just a little quick shout out to my teams. Clearly, morale is very high with my team, which has made some of the time away a little bit easier to deal with emotionally. Step 4. You're informed that you are on call at Christmas. Now, nobody really likes to be on call at Christmas, but somebody has to do it. However, if you follow this plan, you will see a surefire way to get out of being on call. Step 5 is really about timing. I recommend going 7 to 14 days of some substantial pain, but it's vague. Is it your stomach? Is it your heart? Who knows? Try to have the worst pain on the day that you start your on-call. I also recommend not telling your family or your coworkers about this, as you don't want anyone or anything to spoil your plan of not being on call. Step 6 is really about documentation. You can't just call in sick while you're on call over Christmas. So try to look up the lowest wait times at your emergency rooms across the city and pick the shortest wait, as you don't want anything to spoil your evening too much. Reminder that you are still on call, so you will still need to fulfill some of your duties for your organization. These 2 stages are characterized by being a little bit more passive than the more active stage of step 2. However, be prepared for some pain that will feel anything but passive. Step 7 is really about the pursuit of the best medical note possible. Here, again, you can tell your family that you just have to go somewhere for a quick little test and you'll be back soon. Now, before we reveal step 8, I just want to commend you. You've worked really hard and you committed through steps 1 through 7. And in step 8 is the ultimate commitment, where you need to have a heart attack. Now I chose, personally I chose to have a non-STEMI. I also recommend trying to choose an artery that's not really important to blood flow to the heart. I chose a circumflex, but you, here again, you can choose any artery that best suits your lifestyle. Here's an actual angio image, which was really helpful for your medical documentation as well. And finally, we have step 9, where we've achieved our goal of not being on call at Christmas. Now, you may be away from work for a short period of time, so here's some activities to stave off the boredom. Spending time with your family, resting your now injured heart. There'll be some exercise and activity to get back to normal. Quitting smoking is an important step. Here's a picture of my jaw out of alignment from all the Thrive gum. Doing more cooking at home, some healthier lifestyle and food options. Also, stress levels are really important to keep low. So one activity I like to do is learn songs by Steely Dan, because that is not stressful at all. Spending time with my grand dog, and just a note to avoid certain activities that may put you back into some tricky business. So that is Life Hacks with Jay. I'm sure you should be back to normal within 6 to 8 weeks. Thank you for following. And if anyone wants the presentation, please drop us a line, subscribe, and we can email you the slideshow. And follow me for more life hacks.
Hey, JaMo Loves Lego fans. JaMo today celebrating Valentine's Day, which was yesterday. Just wondering how you guys celebrated Valentine's Day in your house. Here in the Bodner house, it gets harder to find meaningful gifts as we get older because we have a lot of stuff already. So what Jay and I did was I told Jay what I wanted, and then we went to the Lego store and we got it. And he told me what he wanted, and he went into the music and he got it. So here I'm going to show you what my Valentine's Day present was. Oh yes, people, I got the Twilight Cullen house in Lego for Valentine's Day. Is that not awesome? This set comes at very reasonable $279.99 and can be purchased at the Lego store, where they did have the Cullen house in stock. Here's the back of the box. Very cool. Super fun build. Here's the house itself in Lego form. Comes with 7 minifigures. Over here you see Bella's dad, and there's Bella and Edward hanging out in the tree because he's got a little invisible jetpack, so he can teach Bella how to be a good vampire. And over here you've got Jacob as a werewolf, and then you've got Jacob with long hair, and then a convenient hair replacement for Jacob to have short hair. Alice is on the front step here, and then Rosalie's inside, and Carlisle is playing the piano. You'll see that in a second. So I like this rooftop section because these roof sections come off very easily, and then you can see Edward's bedroom and bathroom, very modern. And then you can take this part off, and it reveals the second level of the house. And there's Rosalie hanging out in the living room by the fireplace, and the kitchen here, which you can't see very well from this angle, but there's a bunch of cool stuff over here. You can maybe see some of it through the window. And then taking this section off carefully reveals the main level of the house. There's Carlisle playing piano. And I love this little checkerboard table. It reminds me of the checkerboard table that my Baba used to have. There's some very modern features to this architecture, which I believe this set was designed by architects. And actually, when I first saw this house, I thought, oh, my cousin's house has been made in Lego, because she has a very beautiful house with lots of windows in Vancouver. Oh yeah, electricians will love this. We got some pot lights for the living room section. So very cool set, although I must say that I had some trouble sticking this roof section on in a way that it would stay. So I don't know if that's just me having troubles or the set design. I would not want to be in this set in an earthquake. What do you think, Jim? I don't know if I'd want to be in that house when Jim came by either. Anyways, that's JaMo Loves Lego for today. Don't forget to tell us in the comments what you did for Valentine's Day. See ya. This week in the Bodner 5 SMNL edition, we are featuring local artist Pat Palanuk, who's my incredibly talented cousin, and her ice art that you can also see if you drive down Thurso Street. Thanks, Pat, for sharing your incredible work and also for the tribute to 55 at the end. Love you. So Festival started yesterday at Whittier Park. Here's me and Daria waving to you.
Perfect.
Be on the lookout for this lovely lady, Lise Levier, but you're probably not going to see Jace Bodner, even though it says on the program that he'll be playing with men in cheap suits, but he's in France, so he won't be there. On my list to check out would be Roman Clark, who's playing tonight at the Tonto Rivière Rouge at 9:30. You might also want to take in one of Jordy's bands, the Sunrunner, playing at Tante Forêt on Sunday at 8:45. Don't forget to take in the Voyageur Games happening all week at the Marion Hotel. Daria's daughter, Anna, will be competing.